why coaching businesses really fail, and where is profit actually leaking. Let's take a look at what usually happens within a coaching business. First, you have the revenue coming in. Let's say this represents, of course, 100% of total. Then you have ads, that is probably another expense, which you have around 20% of profit margins of revenue. So it takes up of 20% of profit margins. Then after the ads, you have your sales team, which is mainly comprised of setter plus closer. Let's say is 15%, 10 for setter, for closer, 5 for setter. You have 15% without including bonuses in case you have them. But here is the first problem. You can't have bonuses if you don't know the economic dynamics of your business. You can't start with your team in mind first. You have to bear in mind your business first. And then, after the business as a machine is well taken care of, then you think of the team. But actually, as a founder, you should think first about your business, then about yourself, and then afterwards the team. On one of the companies I audited, the business owner was too focused on solving their team problems that forgot to solve their own personal challenges. And because of that, the amount of money that was left for him wasn't as good. Can you imagine what happened? Of course. What happened was the business owner burnt out, ran out of energy, and decided to do another thing. That is what can happen when you don't follow this rule. You first focus on business as a machine. Second, you focus on yourself as the founder. And third, you focus on your team. I'm not telling you here to be egocentric or yourself centric only. This is more of a harmony. There can't be, or there will not be, a team to take care of if you don't focus on yourself as the founder. And of course, there will be no founder to take care of if you don't focus on the business. Particularly since info businesses rely too much on the founder, especially at first. So you have here this 20%, 15%. Delivery should be around 5% maximum. And then other expenses capped, like software or accounting, capped at 10%. So that leaves us with 20, 25, 40, 50. So you have around 50% margin. And what is missing after this? What's missing, or what's next for you, is to create content, to build relationships, to continue expanding yourself as a brand. But here what happens is you face a challenge. You have two paths. The first path is spend like crazy, increase your lifestyle, or spend on the business without limits. So you say, this is another investment I'll make, but you don't assess if that is what actually the business needs. It's just you need to do something different without actually logically having to invest into something. You always gotta have this equation in mind: profit, revenue, and the expenses. Most people say, okay, I'll focus on increasing my revenue to increase my profit. But this almost never happens because the expenses keep growing. Why not you focus on increasing revenue while decreasing expenses or maintaining expenses? That'll give you more profit. But you feel justified to spend more only because you make more. And I'm not talking about personal expenses only. I'm talking about business expenses. So spending more on a particular software, not because you need it, but because you actually justified the purchase because of the fact that you made more money. Then you have the other option, which is being mindful about your expenditure. And while being mindful, I mean separating your business expenses from personal expenses. If you don't do that, is actually self-sabotage. And second, after separating business from personal, tracking every expense. If you don't track every expense, then what do you expect? You don't know where is money going. And if you don't know where is money going, then what do you think is going to happen with your profit margin? Then this is not going to be 50, it's probably gonna be 30. Then you're gonna feel burnt out. And after feeling burnt out, you will start thinking poorly, making bad decisions, and then decreasing revenue, maybe increasing ad spend, maybe you decide to start paying more bonuses to improve performance, and then you end up not with 30% but 20%. And with this 20%, you start noticing you can't even pay for your personal things, and that brings more pressure to the top of the system, and this ends up shooting down your business. That's not what you want, right? Then this is the actual playbook you have to follow.